Hey you, thank you so much for clicking on this video. So almost 2 months ago, I made one of the biggest purchases of my life. I got myself a new car. This is my first car and so I am really proud of that since I purchased it using my own money. I have been driving my new car almost every day now. It has been almost 2 months since I have been driving it. And as I am learning how to operate my own car, I believe that my car is also teaching me some lessons which I believe are applicable to not only driving but also other aspects of my life as well. And I thought to share these life lessons with you in this video. So when I say that I'm learning to drive in my own car, this is not the first time that I have driven a car. Before I purchased my car, I did take some coaching from a driving school. I took classes there for about a month, and that was last year, I believe. It was in the middle of the year. And so after I took driving lessons, I had not been a regular driver because I did not have a car of my own. So after my driving lessons, there was this big break of almost 6 to 7 months where I did not drive at all. And after that, I purchased my own car in the month of April. And when I started driving my own car, it felt as if I had never really driven before because I was so out of practice due to that big gap after my driving lessons. It felt a completely new, a completely strange thing for me to do, even after taking my driving lessons last year. And I'll be very honest with you, it was so new for me that initially I couldn't even start my car properly. Even though I have had driving lessons, it was so hard for me to just start my car and get it moving. I used to stall it every time. And since it's a manual car, there was a time initially where I was questioning my decision of getting a manual car rather than an automatic or a DCT. I was just questioning my entire existence at that point. I was like, did I really make the right decision getting a manual car? I mean, am I even made for driving? Can I ever drive? My confidence was so shot down because I couldn't even get my car to move initially. I kept stalling it all the time, which would bring me to my first life lesson that just because you think you know something doesn't necessarily mean that you actually know it. Sometimes our theoretical knowledge and the practical knowledge that is required to do that thing, they're entirely different ball games altogether. Something can be very easy to do in theory, but once you actually get to do it, it can be really difficult sometimes, and it's just the harsh reality of things. I thought that I knew how to drive, but when I got my own car, I was made to question whatever I knew about driving. So sometimes life can do that to you. Now, eventually, I figured out why this was happening was because whatever I had learned in, my driving lesson was on a different car and a different engine. And the car that I have got for myself has a different engine. The engine that I learned on was a naturally aspirated or an NA engine, and the car that I have right now is a small turbo. And there are nuances to every engine. The nuances of whatever I have learned on a naturally aspirated engine does not necessarily apply on a new engine. Even though the basics of driving every manual car is pretty much the same. Every manual car would have a clutch, every clutch would have a biting point, stuff like that. It doesn't necessarily mean that whatever you have learned in one car is applicable to the car that you currently have. And so that would bring me to my next life lesson, that unlearning is very important. Whatever you have learned previously in a previous experience on how things function or how you are supposed to function, it doesn't necessarily apply to each and every situation. Just like the functionality of a naturally aspirated engine wouldn't necessarily apply to the functionalities of a turbo engine. And so it's very important to adapt according to the situation. In the past, I had learned on a different engine in a different car, but I'm not living in the past anymore. I'm living in the now, and now I have a different car with a different engine, and so I need to relearn how things work in this new car that I have, in the now that I'm living. And that is a very important life lesson. Just because you've learned a lesson in the past, it doesn't necessarily mean that you have to always carry it with you and always apply it with you in your present. The present can be very different, and we all need to be adaptive so as to deal with the present situation. Now, moving on to the third life lesson that my car is teaching me. And this is like a funny thing now that I think about it. Every time that I think that I have mastered something about driving, my car would immediately humble the heck out of me the very next day. I'll give you an example. Initially, I had a lot of trouble with starting a car at an incline. If the inclines are like really steep, I still get really nervous. I still tend to stall my car many times if it's a steep incline. However, on a soft incline, there was a point where I began to believe that I have mastered a soft incline. Like, I can start my car and I can start moving a stationary car from a soft incline. But the very next day, I stalled my car on a soft incline as well. The life lesson that my car taught me and still teaches me a lot many times is that life can be humbling at times. Life can sit you down and make you rethink whether you really know something or not, which is completely okay. In fact, I think that it's a good thing because I think that it's a way for my car to keep my confidence level in check, and so that I don't get overconfidence when I'm driving and make a silly mistake because of that overconfidence. And what I realized is that life also functions in a similar way. I mean, at this point, I can think of chewing as an example. Like, we chew our food every day, multiple times a day, but still, at the age of 30, even at the age of 40 or 50, we can sometimes bite our lip, right? So that's a little mistake that we do, even though we've been doing something over and over and over for, let's say, 50 years of our life. And so the life lesson here would be that life has a lot of ways of humbling us, but we shouldn't really be disheartened by that, because maybe it's a way for our life to keep a check on us so that we don't make bigger mistakes if we get too overconfident about stuff. Now, another lesson that my car is teaching me is, I would say, a masterclass in patience and anger management. Like I said, I drive my car every day and I have to go through a lot of crowded areas, a lot of marketplaces, and get stuck in heavy traffic a lot of times. It's that kind of route that I have to take. And in areas where it is heavily crowded and it's a marketplace, people can tend to not give a damn about the traffic and they would just walk in the middle of the road. Even if I'm honking at them, they just wouldn't listen. They would just come in the middle of the road to cross it anytime, not giving a shit about a car's movement. And that just enrages me to my core. During times like that, I find that the car that I'm driving is actually a weapon, and it is very easy for me to use that weapon against, say, a pedestrian or a two-wheeler. When you have 1,000+ kg of heavy metal surrounding you, it's very easy to hurt another person without getting yourself hurt, especially. But that is where I have to tell my mind that no, just because I have a car doesn't give me the right to hurt anyone. Even though the person in front of me is acting like a complete buffoon, it still doesn't give me the right to hurt that person. And so I have to keep my anger in check almost all the damn time. And why I say this is because before I had a car, I used to be a two-wheeler driver as well. I used to have a scooter that I used to drive. And if I, as a scooter driver, would have been hit by a car, I would have incurred a lot of injury. And when I take it upon myself that if I was in that situation, if I was in their shoes, if I was that buffoon, and if someone would have hit me, that could possibly have ruined my life. And as a car driver now, do I really want that on my conscience? I don't think so. And so, yes, I get very angry, especially when people do their buffoonery on the road, but it doesn't give me the right to hurt them with my car. I have to manage my anger and keep it in check. Which also brings me to my point about patience. As a car driver, it's going to take me more time than usual to reach my destination, and it is okay. It is fine to reach my destination like 15 minutes late or 20 minutes late. It's absolutely fine. The world wouldn't change in a matter of 15 or 20 minutes. As a car driver, you'd rather be late than have a mishap occur on the road because of your impatience. In life itself, when we have set certain goals for ourselves and we are working on it every day to reach that goal, it is very natural for us to get impatient with the results if we don't see the results there and then. However, we don't realize that it's okay to reach our goal a little bit late than usual. Life does not really come with a handbook where it's written that, hey, you should achieve this goal by this age, or you should do this by this age, or you should make this much amount of money by this age. There's no handbook on lifing for that matter. And so it's okay to create your own timelines and live according to the timelines that you have created for yourself. We don't have to rush anything. The factor of rush only comes in when we start comparing our progress with other people's progress. Who told us to compare? Who really told us that comparison is a way of living? Nobody, right? It's just something that we made up in our head. And so what I'm learning as I'm driving my car is that it's okay to be late, and even in matters of life, it is okay to arrive late, because when it comes to my life's timeline, there is no set timeline for me, and I have the power to create my own timelines for my own life. And if I am creating my own timelines and I have stopped comparing my timeline with someone else's timeline, the concept of being late automatically vanishes. There is no such thing as being late in my life anymore. So yeah, these are some of the life lessons that I'm learning for now as I am learning to drive my car. Having said that, it has been less than 2 months since I'm driving, and I know that as I progress with my learning, I will be learning a lot more life lessons that my car has to offer me. And once I do, I will definitely share the other life lessons with you in other videos. Also, if you're a car driver and if there's something that your car has taught you, I would really love to know the lesson that you have learned in the comments or in the email. Well, for now, that is it for this video. I hope you're having a great day, and if you watched till the end, thank you so much for watching. I hope to see you soon. Till then, take care.